Welcome to Anglesey Uncovered. In this episode, I'll be visiting one of over 100 historic and fascinating churches here on the island of Anglesey. Each of these buildings has its own unique story to tell, from Celtic beginnings and medieval craftsmanship to legends of saints and seafarers. In this short video, we'll look at some of this church's history, its architecture, and the role it's played in the life of the local community for centuries. We'll look at its monuments, its mythical creatures, and its important graves. We'll even look at churches that are no longer there. Join me on this journey of discovery as we uncover what Anglesey has to offer. This is Anglesey Uncovered. Saint Mechell's church in Llanfechell sits at the north side of the village Crossroads in north-central Anglesey. The church seen today is essentially medieval in origin. The nave and the western part of the chancel survive from the 12th century. The chancel was extended in the 13th century, and short transepts were added in the 14th. The tower was built in the 16th century, and a spire was added in the 18th. The building was restored in the 19th century and underwent further works in the 20th century. It's now a protected Grade 2 listed building. The church is dedicated to Saint Mechell, the 6th century founder associated with an early Welsh monastic community at Llanfechell. Later medieval and early modern sources record fantastic miracle stories, including a legend in which a released hare, under divine guidance, marked out the bounds of the gift of land on which the saint founded his monastery. The church is notable for its shape. The nave and chancel are narrow and unusually long, and the plan gives the building an unexpected grand appearance. The external whitewashed walls also help to give the building this surprising perspective. It's been suggested that irregularities in the masonry indicate there might once have been a central tower on the original plan, but this is only speculation. Interior changes in the Victorian restorations included the replacement of windows, and there are spectacular examples of Victorian stained glass. Locally important buildings form a strong historic group around the church. The former rectory, Crown Terrace, and the village war memorial sit nearby, and together create the visual heart of Llanfechell. The church has strong connection to the Bulkley-Hughes families, and over the generations, this family has acted as both patrons and benefactors within the parish. The churchyard remains in ecclesiastical use and contains memorials and local graves. In addition, the Commonwealth War Graves Commission records 2 identified war burials in the churchyard.
Hugh Williams, a stoker, first class, died on the 18th of July 1919, aged 22. And John Hughes, a flight sergeant in the Royal Air Force, died the 5th of February 1946, aged 26. When I visited the church, his marker was laid on its back on top of another grave. Beyond those burials, the village war memorial, sited in front of Crown Terrace near the church, commemorates local men who fell in the First and Second World Wars, and is an important local focus of remembrance. Local histories also refer to particular family tragedies. For example, the 3 Thomas brothers who fell in World War I are part of the parish's wartime story.